No matter how it may seem, no one has control over your life except for you. This is not personal, financial, or life advice. We're just a couple of guys and an occasional guest talking out loud. Welcome to the What Are We Doing podcast.
What's going on?
Yo, we're back.
Episode 3. My name is Handsome Kelly, and as always, to the left of me, to the right of me.
Yep, back like I never left. I'm here.
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Kadeem Brown. I'm here. Y'all should know me by now. It's third episode in.
That's true too, yeah. But hold on, what's that noise?
That's my alarm clock to wake me up. Now, professional.
Before we continue, I want to say two things. Actually, bringing that up. First thing is this: I got a crazy hangover right now, a ridiculous hangover. I don't know why I decided to mix wine with Gold Bacardi.
That's random. That's a college mix, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew what would happen if I was drunk, so I can't make any excuses. Damn. Oh yeah. The second thing I wanted to mention as well is we don't edit this, so a lot of things that we do, we just really flow through it. And one more thing. There's plenty of times where I'm gonna change my mind. I know Kadeem will as well. I may think one thing this month, and the next month think something different. That's also about growth. But I know there's plenty of things I was said in the last episode. I mean, I do agree with it, but there's one point that I changed my mind on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I changed that. That's the growth mindset. I mean, and when you say something and then you hear feedback from other people, you're like, maybe he makes a point. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's not. That's the growth mindset. That's what's going to help you grow. People that can accept that and run with those changes are the people that are going to grow and people are going to succeed.
Yeah, because you change your mind with new information.
Agree. Yeah, easily. Yeah, but nah, let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us back another week. You started.
Our views and everything are going up. Locations are increasing too. So we really want to thank you guys for doing that. And again, as always, we just want to request that you guys just send one person over to us. That's all we do is just ask for one person. If you would like the information, keep sending them.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks again for everybody for reaching out. Also, our wall art, like everybody's giving us compliment on like the picture that we have and everything like that. Shout out to my boy Nick. If anybody wants to follow him, he's a good artist. He does graphic design work. He does like sketch art, dope artist in New York. His IG is Nick D _ the artist. So is Nick NICK D _ THE ARTIST. Nick the artist.
Nick the artist?
Nick the artist? Oh, let me double check that to make sure that's right.
All right, what we're going to do...
this is Chop Nose Nick the artist. We're like butchering his shout out.
Yeah, but we're definitely going to put it
in the show notes. Yeah. He's going to be the show notes. So make sure you guys click on that. The one thing I'm supposed to do, I can't do right. So make sure you click on that and check him out. He's a dope artist. I had a lot of compliments, like saying people that like that and everything. So definitely check it out.
I hope it's not the.
No, it's not the. It's not the. It's just one the.
I hope it is, Nick.
I think I just typed it again.
Yeah, let's just hope that. But how was your week, man? Let's go into that.
Yeah, my week was good, bro. It was good. Productive week. I had a couple meetings last week. Dope meetings. I got in front of some people. I went to a dope brunch last week out in Queens. Got in front of some people that I wanted to just see my face. And that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You don't have to have a conversation. You don't have to do anything. You just have to make yourself present. I definitely made myself present. So hopefully everything turns in good with that. And that's it. How about yours, bro?
My week was really good. A lot of times I forget what happens.
Yeah, that's why you call me off guard. Even like, oh, what happened last week?
I forget. But I mean, off what I actually remember, it was a really good week. Damn.
You
What did I do?
remember? That's the thing. I have to start writing down like what I did.
Yeah, I wrote it down, but I know it was really productive. It really was. I mean, to piggyback off of last episode,
Yeah.
the event that's last Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's this Sunday. Your financial.
No, your last Sunday.
Yeah. The financial event.
Right. In the last podcast, since we aired it on Monday, we spoke about it, but it actually was really, really good. It was a great turnout. A lot of feedback. And moving forward is going to be good as well.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pictures, a lot of clips. I thought it was pretty dope. It's not bad at all.
It was good. Yeah, Ron did his thing too.
Yeah, I know. I saw my boy Young Ron up there. We're definitely gonna have Ron on the episode soon. We have a couple of people that we that we're really close to thinking about bringing on the episode. We just have to figure out us first before we start bringing in somebody else.
How we gonna do it? Yeah, definitely. But besides that, it was a real productive week. I'm continuing my studies and continuing. Just progressing.
Yeah, that's dope. And when you say progression, it's a good thing. And when people say we had a productive week and things, don't think we accomplished or like hit a home run last week.
Yeah.
Productive week can be doing one simple thing. Like I told you, I went to a meeting. I just saw somebody. Like I saw somebody who I wanted to get in front of. Like when you thinking about like your goals and thinking about crushing your goals, don't think I got to hit that home run every single time. The littlest stuff add up to those big goals and dream. I think Bill Gates has a quote and he says, people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years.
Yeah, so true.
So think about the long-term goals every time you do something. Just make sure you're doing at least one thing a day that's going to push you closer to either one of your long-term goals or short-term goals, and that's pretty much what it's about. Like, that's what I try to do. That's exactly what I try to do. Yeah, you have to.
You just got to model success.
Exactly.
You got to look to people who you admire and you feel are successful within their field or the same field that you want to do and just model it.
And that's where most of the stuff that we talk about, like, don't think we're coming up with this stuff off top of our head. Like
sometimes I am.
So,
I'm
young Gandhi over there, philosopher. But that's the same thing. Just from like it's manifested in us. It's inside of us. So we just start spitting off so naturally. But we do a lot of reading. We do watch a lot of videos. And like he says, model successful people. So a lot of the stuff we say, and even a lot of the successful people that you see, the stuff they say are from people before them.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just modeling the same thing. All you got to do is adjust to the times. And
yeah, that's it. I really feel there's only like there's like 10 rules to actually being successful. And I think everything from those 10 rules are just it's people's perception of those rules.
Yeah.
And it pretty much is the same thing over and over. You just gotta put in your words.
Exactly. No, I definitely agree with
Speaking
that.
about goals, though, what do you do to get closer to your goals? Well, let's say from this past week that.
What did I do? Like I said, I went to that brunch and I got in front of a couple places. Actually, so we're recording this on Thursday. Everybody knows. Yesterday, Wednesday, my boy, he had bought a real estate property out in Long Island. So I was with him yesterday for a while. He's doing like remodeling on it right now. So I was just walking with him, literally just like you said, being around the same successful people, being around people who doing what you were doing. I think last week episode I talked about that. That's one of my goals, to own like a cash flowing real estate property by the end of the year. So he's doing it at the beginning of the year. So I was just chilling with him for a majority of the like my lunchtime yesterday, I would say. So that was dope, seeing like the firsthand, seeing people work, hearing him talk numbers with me and things like that, keeping it open with me. So that was dope.
You need that. Though.
Exactly. So
everybody needs that. That's you can look at it like a mentorship as well.
Exactly. That's what it is too. And
you need that kind of that real life experience.
Yeah. From the longest, I was always looking for that one person to be my mentor, like that one person to be my mentor in everything. But what I realized is it's almost impossible to find that one perfect person, because nobody's gonna emulate the person that you want to be. So you kind of have to go different places for different stuff, whether you want like financial mentorship, spiritual mentorship, relationship mentorship. Like you have to go to different people, and you have to know enough about yourself to be able to grab good stuff from certain people and let them keep the rest of that stuff, and hop to the next person and grab some stuff from them.
And that's one thing too. Many people they focus on mimicking completely one person, and you shouldn't do that. What you should do is someone you look up to, just you can mimic one thing from them.
Agree, definitely.
It's just like man, it's just like an atom or a cell or anything like that. Not every cell is the same.
It's the same, exactly.
You know, it's different characteristics to them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So. Yeah, I mean, and then that's ultimately following that person, follow them. That's the pathway to success. That's the pathway to basically reach your ultimate goal of success. a question that I basically have for you, like, how do you define? Everybody has a crazy meaning of how they define success. People's like, I have to have a happy family, I have to have a lot of money, I have to do this, I have to do that. It took me a while to realize everybody's definition of success was not be a billionaire. Like, that's what I always thought. Like, to be successful, you have to have crazy money. That's still my definition of success.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what's your definition of success?
That's funny because literally my thoughts on this changed 2 days ago.
Okay, you see, yeah,
that's so funny. My thoughts on success is freedom.
Okay, yeah, yep.
It's freedom. But on
And what do you mean by freedom? Like talk to me. Like go into depth.
all right, so I feel that in order to really be successful, you have to have freedom.
Okay,
And money allows you to have freedom.
agree.
I don't care if people think, oh, that's not true. That's completely true. Just like, let's say work.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people, they wake up and I don't feel like going to work, but you have to go to work to make money.
Agree.
So you don't really have that type of freedom. But yeah, I feel that money gives you that freedom, and for me, I just need the money.
yeah,
That's my idea of being successful. And also on top of that too, you also it's I got this 4 pillars from Ty Lopez. It's it's health, wealth, love, and happiness, and that right there is successful. You got to be successful with your health, successful with your love life, relationship. That could be relationship with a significant other or with family or friends. Love, health, health, wealth, love, and happiness. That's right there.
I definitely agree with the freedom part. Like, that's my also definition of success, is being free, being financially free, not having to answer to nobody, and just doing what I want to when I want to, waking up when I want to, going where I want to. And I think that ties back to the last episode where we were talking about financial freedom.
Yeah.
So, that's definitely financial free. Financial free is our only hope.
Yeah, it really is. Jay said it right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I mean,
but it's funny that you mentioned success, because as you did say, plenty of people, they do success differently. Like, and I would say the same thing. I used to see it where it's like someone who makes $50,000 a year is successful because that's what they feel.
Yeah.
In all reality, it's not.
It's not. Yeah,
it's not. It doesn't. Well, here in New York,
Mm-hmm.
anything under $60,000, you're not successful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything under 100, honestly, but under 60, you're not successful. You can't really enjoy yourself because New York's so expensive.
And that's our definition. You can be successful.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You think that's it?
I'm giving a direct definition. You cannot be successful.
If you're not free.
Yeah, you can't be. How can you be successful if you're
All right,
not
so
free?
what do you think about the people who are like saying like, oh, as long as I have a happy family, as long as I my spouse is with me, as long as I have my kids, as long as I see the kids smile.
But it's also that's their freedom. You don't think so?
Nah, because I feel like also that sometimes, all right, what about that single mother who's busting her ass all year to get some Christmas presents, and
How
then
is she successful?
Yeah, she's getting money. Yeah. Let me try to see if I can take money out of the aspect. I agree on the money part. I'm trying to play devil's advocate real quick.
I want you to play devil's advocate.
But I'm trying to see how without money.
You need money. Here's the thing about money, right? We live in America. We also live on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Money rules the world.
Money rules the world.
People think that it's not. It's money.
Mm-hmm.
You need money. You need money. You need money. Yeah. Regardless, you need money.
So what do you say about the homeless person?
You think they're successful?
I don't see them successful. Well, no, I don't see they're successful. But I guess I'm mixing happiness with success.
But money doesn't buy you happiness. Well, no, let me not say that. Money doesn't make you happiness.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
Well, buy happiness.
Buy happiness. Yeah.
And people on both ends, they say, well, let's say you get a few dollars and you go spend it on something like, oh, I'm happy. That's really not true, because you're happy for that moment. It's just a monetary happiness. You're not gonna, let's say when you went shopping, and you bought these equipment. When we bought this, we were happy for that moment. Looking back, it's like, I'm not still happy no more. That was for that moment.
Yeah, and that's a lot of the thing with materialistic things also. I think we were talking about this one day. It's just that people buy a lot of materialistic things. Like, no matter
that's
what,
gonna make them happy.
Yeah, it makes you happy in that moment. And I'm a prime example. Like, when the iPhone comes out, me getting that iPhone, me being hyped for like 10 minutes that I got the iPhone, and then by next week I forget.
Legit, when I got the 10,
legit,
I was happy for like an hour or two,
and then it's just like back to normal life. Life hits you. Like, my last car had a G35. When I got that G35, I was mad happy, and then 2 months of driving, and I'm looking at the gas prices like I'm not happy no more. Yeah. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Yeah, but I agree with you on success is being free, like being financially free, being free from people not like dictating your life.
You have to be able to make your own choices in your life.
Yeah, agree.
Let me say that again. You have to be able to make your choices in your life.
Yep.
And a lot of people they get jealous. They get jealous looking at others saying that he don't deserve this or he don't deserve that. That's the person's choices.
Yeah.
That's the choice they decide to make.
And I also feel like money is it's when we say like a lot of money, it's relative to one where you are, and it's relative to how your lifestyle is. So sometimes you don't need $1 million or $3 million or $1 billion. Sometimes you can live that financially free life if you structure everything. Remember, living financially free is having like assets, like cash flow assets coming in greater than your expenses. Your assets.
As you just said, as long as you have more money, if I make $1,000 a month and everything comes up to let's say $500 a month, if I'm in profit, that's good. That's really what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's financial free, and the money coming in, that cash flow coming in, has to be like residual, like something that you're not working for. So like if you invest in property, if you invest in storage, if you invest in land, if you invest in a startup or anything like that, you want that cash flow. You want to do the work once basically, and not really have to worry about it again. So that's what we mean by financially free, and that number is going to be different from everybody. Like I said, depending on your lifestyle, depending on what you do, depending on where you want to go, depending on how you want to live. So that's one thing that Grant Cardone talks about. You have to find your number. You have to do the millionaire math. You have to find that number of. Everybody needs to know that number of how much do I need to bring in a month where I don't have to work, where I don't have to worry about money.
It's so funny because it's so simple.
It's so simple.
You know what it is, and I realize that too. Life is extremely simple. It's the thing people say life is hard. Life is not hard.
Yeah.
Life is not hard at all. Life is so simple. We just complicate it.
I feel like people overthink a lot of stuff.
Even as you just said with the whole math and the money. You know how simple that is? All you really have to do is calculate how much your bills are. Calculate your expenses.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to find out how much you need. And literally, I do this, and people look at me like, oh my God, how are you so good at it? Yeah. I got good at it because I was thinking about it one day, and I was like, wait, what if I just write this down?
Exactly. We do this weekly. Like my book's behind you right there. I legit do this every Wednesday. I sit down and I redo the numbers. I say, okay, this is what I'm spending. This is what I'm bringing in. This is what needs to go here. This is what needs to go there. And I do that that's religiously every single week.
Isn't it so funny that majority of people, they complain about money, but then they don't want to take the time out to learn about money. That's so weird to me. I don't get that. People are weird. People are, man. You know why I really enjoy this podcast? I can just talk.
Yeah. You can be free.
Because I'm building a brand. Some things on social media I tend to shy away from. We're posting and stuff, but on here, I'm letting it out.
Yeah, it's hard because you don't want to affect nobody. You don't want to rub nobody the wrong way and stuff like that.
And that's the thing with me, especially on my personal, because, the things that I post, I know someone's going to feel a way about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Because people are going to feel a way whether you do this or you don't do it. So it's like, you just got to do what you want to do. Yeah. But it's to a level of when I'm posting, it's a level of things that I would do or things I won't do. Or things I will speak about and things I won't speak about. But, I mean, you can't.
Can't please everybody.
What you're saying though about speaking, people are just gonna be offended though.
Yeah, I agree.
I know plenty of people who came to me personally in the last episode.
Same here.
They call my phone and say, "Why you feel this way?" or such and such, and it's like, I mean, you're gonna feel away. You're gonna feel away, but these are my thoughts.
Yeah.
And again, my thoughts some thoughts have changed from certain conversations, but others didn't.
And that's a good thing about this podcast. Also, we'll say stuff, and what I like is that when people come and give me feedback, it's almost rarely ever that they're giving me this feedback on the same thing. Everybody's coming back with different stuff, so I like that people are picking out different thoughts out of this. People are bringing even sections that I don't think like was a big section. Like we talked about that, like I mentioned that, and they're bringing that thought. So everybody's thought is different, and that's the same thing. Yo, guys, you got to email us. Like our emails are dry. Come on, guys.
We get like one email a week.
Yeah. We need some more feedback, something from the email. Like, give us your thoughts. Let us know what you're talking about. Don't let us run out of stuff to talk about. So
I mean, it's never gonna be.
Never gonna run out. But we want to be interactive. So if you don't have our email is whatarewedoingpc@gmail.com. That's whatarewedoingpc@gmail.com. So definitely reach out to us, write us an email, and yeah.
So let's actually, we're actually going to start this podcast.
Yeah, we're about to
The
start
actual
now.
Topic. The topic of it. I've noticed that, I want to say roughly like 4 or 5 people this past week came up to me, giving them information in reference to, giving them information on what they're dealing with. You know, I'm helping them out. And plenty of them, I realized that majority of their majority of their problems is what they tolerated.
Okay.
So I spoke to Kadeem. I said, yo, we got to talk about this. Too many people are going through it. So our main topic for today will be you get what you tolerate.
Okay. Talk about it. All right. So when we say tolerate, basically what you allow in your life, basically what you allow people to, how you allow people to affect you, how you allow people to decipher or direct your life or make decisions for you with you not agreeing to it or you not even really knowing because of knowledge or anything.
Not even just that. Well, when you have things that you don't really want, that's tolerating. That's an example of what you're tolerating.
Like, what are some stuff like you have?
All right, let's say, the clothes you wear, you tolerate that. The money you make, you tolerate that. The weight you have, you tolerate that. Even the quote unquote grind, you tolerate that. You know, a lot of people, they say, "Oh well, I'm too tired right now, so I'm not gonna keep going." Well, that's on you. You're tolerating you not continuing to grind and going to sleep. Another great example would be Christmas. You know, I don't want to get too religious, but I know there's plenty of people who celebrate Christmas. And if you're buying, the people you buy gifts for on Christmas, that's what you tolerate. The people you don't buy, that's what you tolerate.
Agreed.
So you know, you go out your way to buy this person a gift, buy that person a gift, because you're tolerating that. You're tolerating the happiness of you getting a gift.
And even when it comes down to, if you get out the materialistic, like if you talk about emotions, how people make you feel, people, you're allowing people to dictate your emotions too. That's a big thing also, is like people making you sad, people making you mad, people making you get out of character. You're tolerating that from people. You're tolerating people getting you out your character. Like, it's crazy. Like, we do a lot of driving. It's crazy. Like the road rage, people getting frustrated, like dealing with customers. It's just like, yo, relax. Like, the world's gonna go on. Like, people get mad at the craziest things and the most simplest things.
That's also because I feel people don't take responsibility.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are a CEO of your life, and you have to take responsibility of that. You are in control. And one thing, when I tell people all the time, you have to focus on what you can control.
Exactly.
Like, let's say if I'm driving down a block and I see another car, he's speeding right now, and he doesn't hit me.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit me, but he's just driving down past me already. If I'm still talking about it, like, why am I focused on that?
Why? Yeah.
I can't control that. And there's plenty of things like I personally can't control how Kadeem feels. I can't control what Kadeem does. I can't control that. So I'm not gonna stress myself over that. I have to focus on what I can control.
Exactly. Who says something? There's
that
a
was
rap
a terrible
line.
Example, but
there's a rap line. I think Kanye said, like,
man.
Lord, please, don't let me. I'm gonna butcher this, but it's like don't let things that I can't control affect me. Basically.
Yeah,
like,
you can't control it. You can't control it, man. So that's a gem for everybody. You have to focus on things you can control. If you cannot control it, do not focus on it, because it's just gonna steal you of your happiness. And as he said too, it's gonna rob your emotion.
And that goes with like personal development also, like just learning about yourself, learning about other people, and learning what you want in life, like making that decision. Yo, this is my goals, this is what I want in life, and this is what I'm gonna tolerate. I feel like that puts a lot of pressure on success also, and almost limits your success, because it's like if you have somebody and you say you made the decision, okay, I want to be successful today. It's never too late to make that decision. I want to be successful. So you make that decision today, but you still have people around you that's bringing it back. Yo, let's go out to party. Yo, let's drink tonight. Let's smoke. Let's do this. Let's do that. You're tolerating all that stuff in your life. And that's what personal development's going to help you get out that BS.
Not even with that. Even within relationships. I know plenty of people, like, let's say you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you guys speak, and you do something that they don't like, or he or she do something that you don't like. Y'all speak. If they continue to do it, you're tolerating it.
Exactly, yeah. And everything, like you said, you have to take responsibility. Everything that's going on in your life, everything that's happening in your life, That's you. That's what you, the decisions you made in the past, what you tolerated in the past. That's your future right there. Whatever you tolerated yesterday, the day before, last year, is how it's gonna dictate your future. That's why you have to cut and nip everything in the butt from early, and to
the best way to do that. I feel to become more in tune with yourself, just take a moment and just write things down. Write down the goals you want. Write down the type of life you want to live. Write down what's bothering you. Write these things down. Write down. Once you write it down, and I mean on physical paper, not just on your phone. Yeah. Once you physically write it down, you can come up with better questions to get yourself to answer them.
Yeah, and that's how, even when we're talking about how simple it is to life is, like how simple it is to.
Yeah, you just gotta write it down.
So you gotta just take simple steps, that's gonna lead you to like where you want to be. Yeah. Whether it's out the job, whether it's in a certain type of relationship or anything like that, it's those simple steps that you're taking that are gonna ultimately affect the overall and the bigger picture.
So Dean, what are you tolerating right now?
What am I tolerating right now? Let me see. I feel like it's my weight. Like my biggest struggle, like we talked about last episode, I need to get my fat ass in the gym. That's what I need to do. Yeah.
I actually want to speak on that because I have seen Kadeem. I don't know if you guys paid attention. Well, you guys should have because I know y'all following this. Yeah. And continue following. Kadeem has been on social media more.
Yeah, I have. I've been trying.
No, we don't try, man. We don't try. But yeah, Kadeem, he's been on social media more. But he's also been to the gym more.
Yeah, I've been trying
to
the
gym more. So he's not just talking about changing. He's actually putting in the work to make it happen because he doesn't want to tolerate his weight anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You don't want to tolerate. You're in control. So what do you feel? You say your weight?
So yeah, that, and I think that's the biggest thing that I could think offhand right now. What else am I tolerating? I feel like I know I'm not perfect, but I've like you said, I've practiced the steps every day, writing down steps and things like that. Writing down where I want to be. So I eliminated a lot of the stuff that I'm tolerating. Stuff that I used to tolerate, let me try to get into that. What did I used to tolerate? I used to tolerate people hitting me up like, yo, let's go out tonight. Let's party. Let's do something that's not making me productive. So I used to tolerate that a lot. I feel like I'm at the point right now, a lot of people when they go out, they don't even hit me up no more. Like a lot of people who used to I used to party with and go out with, they're like, all right, we know he's not going. So I feel like overall, people are going to see you change. People are going to notice that and be like, okay, he's on a different path than us. And that's when you start attracting more people that's like-minded. That's when you start going places and doing things that's going to attract people in the same mindset and in the same path as you. So a lot of the stuff that I used to tolerate, I feel like over time of me just saying no, I used to be like a yes man, bro. I used to say yes for everything. Somebody needed help with everything. Oh, the biggest thing I used to thing right now that I used to do to myself is I used to say yes for everything. A lot of people come to me for help, for advice and things like that. A lot of the time I would put my life on hold to help other people. Right. Like I think that's my natural like mentality. Like I'm a helping person. I want to see everybody win, but I feel like I used to do that all the time and used to hinder my success. I used to help people, yo, do this, do that, do this, do that, and I see them take off, and then I'm like, yo, I'm still doing the same thing, and I'm going nowhere. I know I have the information, so let me apply it. So that's me. Like I started saying no to a lot of people, or just pointing people in the right direction. Like people hit me up like, how do you do this? How do you do that? Yo, YouTube it, bro. Even we're in this podcast, like a lot of people were like, yo, how did you start the podcast? Like, what did you do? What did you do? Yo, I went on YouTube one whole like a night for 12 hours and I YouTubed it. I Googled it. There's one person that that I know that does a podcast also, Anthony Domenico. He's probably listening to it. He does the Organized Chaos podcast, so definitely check that out. It's a light plug for him. I have to say thank you to him because he helped me out a lot too. But I mean, yo, Google it. Like that, and that's what I heard from one day. I was gonna ask him, yo, how do you do this? How do you do that? I asked him a couple of questions, but he was on his podcast talking, and he was just like, yo, stop asking me how to make a podcast. Fucking Google it. Like, stop asking me. So, yeah, definitely shout out to him. And, yeah, Google it, YouTube. Like we said, we live in a technology age. Yeah. You don't have to ask. Anything you want, it's out there. Go find the information. I have another rant to go into about finding information.
We can actually say that for an episode. We can say that for an episode.
All right, let me lightly touch on it. Finding information, and that's why. All right, so we're in finance, right? There's a lot of courses out there. There's a lot of financial courses, credit courses, and a lot of courses people are charging a ton of money for that people are paying for. And I pay for a lot of courses also if I see the information is right. A lot of the information, basic information, it's free. It's out there.
Yeah,
People come to me asking me the stupidest things, and when people keep asking me those stupid questions over and over again, no question is I'm gonna say there is some stupid questions. People ask me the simplest questions. Yo, go Google something before you ask somebody something. You should Google it first, because once you ask somebody a question, they're automatically like saying, okay, this person doesn't know shit. Like this person is not what person that I want to spend my time with or who's on my level, because they're asking me these simple questions. So I feel like before you go out, ask for information, need help, or do something, one, try it yourself. If you can't do it yourself, look out for the information, read a book, look at YouTube. If that fails also, then come to me or come to somebody else who's doing it.
You know, it's funny because I have two sides with that too. I feel the exact same way, but there's some times where I would ask someone just to eliminate the learning curve of me actually going to do it.
But I feel like that's lazy though.
But here's the thing though, it's two things with that, because you can look at it as being lazy, or you can look at it as saving time. Because it's a real thin line, because it depends on what exactly it is.
Maybe when it gets repetitive, that's when it's like maybe that's
also,
what it is.
It depends on exactly what you're asking for. 'Cause you know, if you're asking for something that you could easily go on YouTube or Google or actually search it, that's different. But it's a thin line. It's a thin line.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, but I mean, that was my rant. But that's what that goes with what I'm tolerating. That's how back to what we were tolerating. Yeah, what do you feel like you're tolerating right now that's hindering your success?
My money.
Your money. How what were you tolerating about that?
I get angry at myself a lot. I get angry at myself. And that motivates me to keep going. Yeah. And the reason why, because I look at the money I'm making now and the things I'm doing, and I say to myself, I could have been doing this. I could have been doing it. So it was me just tolerating either doing it or not doing it.
Okay. I hear you. And what about money? Not making enough money, not having enough money, not managing your money, right?
Both. Not making enough and not having enough. Some things that legally I can't talk about it yet. Some moves I'm doing, but besides that, yeah, I'm just making more money, which is is beneficial.
Okay, that's true. And when you talk about motivation is a good topic to touch on too. What do you feel like? What's your biggest motivation? Like, what motivates you? Like, what gets you up? What keeps you going?
I don't have the freedom that I want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I want to be able to wake up and because it's raining or because it's cold, I can hop on a jet and go somewhere else.
All right, so what he said is kind of what I was going towards. The first thing he said, I said, "What motivates you?" He started with I. Like, that should be, like, your motivation. I feel like the best motivation should come from within, like, self-motivation. I feel like again, people...
Hold up, because self-motivation is a factor, but it's also the things that I want to do. That's why I'm saying I.
Yeah, but
I know for a fact that if I'm able to wake up and I can change the weather just by having a jet, I have enough money that I want to do so for that. But it's also because I have personal goals when it comes to being influential with things that I want to do, and I haven't done that yet, and that also motivates me.
Okay.
So, I mean, as you said,
it's all self motivation. I feel like a lot of people get motivated by the same thing. We talked about this from the beginning of the episode. A lot of people get motivated by like cars. Well, cars and luxury items motivate me, but I feel like there has to be something bigger. There has to be something within that motivates you, because once you get those cars, those jets and everything like that, then
like people, what are you gonna do? About, your why.
Your why. Yeah. So that's a big thing. Also, if you go to any personal development course or any type of course, I took a finance course, and the first thing it starts off by asking everybody, writing down, "Yo, what's your why? What's your why? Why do you want stuff in your life? If you can't answer why you want stuff in your life, you'll never get to that level of success, because you have no goal. You have no destination."
That's true, but let's get back on topic.
Yeah, I know we're ranting right now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. With me and Kadeem, we've been not speaking as much purposely, for these
Yeah.
podcast episodes. So right now we're just talking. And
Yeah, then we're just
coming
ranting.
out.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. We're just ranting about different stuff. Yeah, and
Well,
that's exactly our conversation that we have. It just goes on about craziness.
Let's get back on topic. Though.
Uh-huh.
You get what you tolerate.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line to it. You
Mhm.
get what you tolerate.
Mhm.
If you don't. With me, the money I was making, that's what I tolerated. But
Yeah.
I don't want to tolerate that, so I started doing different actions and different decisions so I can make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with my health in the gym. I don't really like doing these things, but I just know for a fact, like for me, going to the gym, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good because when I'm flexing my muscles and everything, I feel better about myself. I like looking in the mirror and see I have a six pack, see my arms getting bigger, my chest getting bigger.
Yeah.
That's better. Not better for me, but that makes me. That's what I want to see. And
Exactly.
That keeps me going.
And that keeps your motivation going. Like motivation is almost like a snowball, so that keeps your motivation going.
Yeah, but yeah, and definitely though, back to what you tolerate. Oh man, wow.
You guys,
No, I'm good. But yeah, as I was saying, back to what you tolerate. No.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. As I was saying,
I got it. Yeah, that's. I need to need some water. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, as I was saying, back to what you tolerate. I don't like doing these things. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like doing the hard work. I don't like it, but I know for a fact that me doing these things is going to get me closer to what I want.
Yeah.
So you have to do things that you don't tolerate to change.
And once you doing that, and once you start seeing the change, and one because repetition, you start seeing the change, and it makes everything a lot easier. Like you think about athletes also. Like think about the Olympics. Are you watching the Olympics right now or not? I'm not really watching it.
My girl, she told me one day. She said she's watching the Olympics, and I was like, I didn't even know it was on.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the Olympics come on like after. Let me not say that.
I'm not watching it also, but think about the Olympics. Think about their training styles. Like they're tolerating all the training they're going under. Like just like going to the gym, they're tolerating the abuse that they're going through in training to make it to this world level, to this world class. So yeah, what you tolerate is big, very, very, very big. I feel like it dictates your future. It kind of shows where your future is going, and yeah, I mean that's a big thing.
I want everyone's takeaway from this episode to really just pay attention to things that you tolerate in your life that you don't like.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like the things that are going on in your life, stop tolerating it. So I want everyone, as I said, just write down what you tolerate. Whether it's your money, your place of living, your relationships with others, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your significant other, your I said money, your weight, anything, your clothes. If you are a materialistic person, what you don't like, write it down and just stop tolerating it. And this is how you stop tolerating it. Write down plans and execute them so you won't continue tolerating these things.
And like we talked about at the beginning of the episode, you don't have to hit that home run when you're knocking out tasks. It's those little stuff, the littlest changes that are gonna make you take off.
Yeah, that's just like it's 2018. It's February. We're still freshly into this though, but plenty of people they speak about they're gonna kill this year. Yeah. You're only going to kill this year if you stop tolerating things you were doing last year or the previous years. That's the only way you're going to tolerate it. I mean, that's the only way you're going to kill it. And then on top of that too, if let's say I'm at December now, right? Yeah. And let's say your goal, because one of my goals I want to make 250 before the year is over. It has to start with my daily routine. Yep. I'm not just going to pop up in December and have 250 without my daily routine. Could be something that's repetition towards me hitting that goal. You can't tolerate these things though. But in order for me to do that, as he just said, you have to win the day. Yeah. You got to start with one day, and then after the days it's a week, and after the weeks it's months. That's how it's gonna add up to it. You're not gonna, as I say, I'm not gonna jump from where I'm at to that number. I have to do these daily routines, and that's how you get that is from doing things that you don't tolerate.
Yeah, and listening to Andy Frisella's podcast, he talks about that a lot. Like everybody thinks just because it's a new year they're gonna start fresh. Like shit doesn't happen like that. It takes a long time for stuff to become habits. Like you're that thing is like, okay, I'm gonna go cold turkey and I'm gonna start fresh. It takes a long time to develop habits, for stuff to get easier, for you to start seeing the results. So
I hate New Year's resolutions.
I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way.
People like, what's your New Year's resolution?
It can't start in New Year's. Like it cannot start. It has to start. If you want to start a New Year's resolutions, you have to start that from like October or November.
Not even that. Hold up. You know what's funny? people been talking about these New Year's resolution and goals and all that, and that's why I love this week of February because this week, people who've been going to I've noticed the gym has been getting dead now, and I appreciate that because there's plenty of times where I don't want to go to the gym, but I know for a fact that if I don't go to the gym, that means that it's gonna be a snowball. So I say I get myself up and I go. When I get to the gym and from these past few weeks, when I got to the gym, it'll be packed.
Yeah.
And it's like, and from that now you gotta wait.
Exactly.
And once you're waiting, it's like, now that motivation, that pump that you were getting to go, it's kind of starting to die down. So now you gotta adjust. Life is about adjusting, but you gotta adjust and do other things. But as I was saying about this week, plenty of people who not just their fitness goals, but goals overall, they go back to what they do was habitual. And the reason why is because you don't really tolerate. I mean, you don't really not tolerate it. That's how you're gonna go back into those habits. It's just a mind thing too. You know, just like going to these motivational courses and things. You're so pumped up for like a few days. After them like 3-4 days is over, you're going back to your daily routine. And the reason why, because you're still comfortable with tolerating your current situation. That motivational course or the class you went to, it sounded great and everything, got you going, but you're going back to those habits. So all that means is, again, you're still tolerating it. You literally have to tell yourself, I don't want to tolerate this anymore. And you have to make it where you have an accountability partner or just within yourself. You have to write these things down. And if you don't want to tolerate it, make the adjustments to not tolerate it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good episode on how we stay motivated, how other people stay motivated. That could be like a good episode we go in depth in next week or some of the previous episodes. Just how we stay motivated, how to stay motivated.
That would be good. However, we're gonna get so many people are going to be emailing us about topics that we cover. So
we might not even get to it because our emails are going to be flooded next week. So
look, my phone's going off already. I got like 8 emails that we got to go through. So you guys got to keep sending and keep going. We reading them.
What do you have planned for next week, though?
This week I'm going to be in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. How long are you going for?
I'm just till Monday.
That's not bad. I'm actually planning a big trip, too. I just got the word earlier this week. I'm going to talk this into existence. About like a year ago, me and my boys took a trip out to L.A., and we drove out there. So we drove out there. It took us like 4 days.
I want to drive to the Grand Canyon.
Bro, we were supposed to go to the Grand Canyon, but what happened during that time is we got there and it was nighttime. What? So by the time we got there, it was nighttime, and we were like, yo.
How's that view?
We didn't get to see it. We didn't even stop there because we were in Denver, Nevada.
Oh, I thought you meant you got to the Grand
Canyon.
Oh,
no. We were at Denver, and when we were ready to leave Denver, because we kind of went to like major cities, we stayed there for like the day, and then we just kept on driving. Like we touched a couple of for like a half the day or something, and we kept on driving. When we were leaving Denver, our next stop was supposed to be Grand Canyon. We were leaving Denver like at 5 o'clock. Well, by the time we got there, it would have been like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So we were like, you know what, let's skip Denver, and we went to Las Vegas after.
Going to LA.
So it's 30 days. Vegas is cool. I went to Vegas twice. Like my parents.
I have a friend, Nathan. He's been there a few times, and he told me to.
For real, I feel like my parents set us up. What they did, they took us to Vegas when me and my sister were mad young. Like we went to Vegas like maybe like 9, 10. Me like 9, 10, or 11. I can't remember the exact age. That's where you get
your gambling habits from.
That's exactly why I like
this guy came to Vegas so he could go to.
That's exactly why. So yeah, they did that when we were mad young, and then when we were older, like in our 20s, they took us to Disney World. What? Like so, they did it so backwards to try to save money on their end. So yeah, we went there earlier. We stayed there for a day. We just walked around and basically driving to LA, there's 2 ways you can go. There's like the northern way you can take. And the reason why we went out to LA, one of my boys, Najee, he started writing songs. So he started writing songs, and then he really said, yo, I'm going to chase this dream. He packed up everything, sold everything, packed the rest in his car, and he was like, yo,
but
come.
You know why he did that, right?
Why? What's that?
Because he wasn't tolerating.
He wasn't tolerating. Exactly.
Not having that dream.
Exactly. So that's what he did. He literally packed up everything, fit everything he got in his car, and said, "Yo, help me drive out there." We drove out there. So
How'd you guys get back? You flew back.
We flew back. So one of my boys, he works for JetBlue, so we just flew back on.
You got deals like that?
Yo, network.
That's true.
network. Yeah, so it's the same deal again. The guy that we're driving out there with, I don't personally know him, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, that's one thing too. let me actually use this metaphor. You don't know this guy,
Yeah.
but you guys have similar goals, and the goal is
Yeah.
to get to California.
Yep.
So sometimes you have to do things. So you have to team up with people you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and by teaming up with them, now you guys build a relationship.
Exactly.
And that's funny too because I'll probably say this for another episode, but
Mm-hmm.
we tend to have this no new friends. Right?
Yeah, we talked about that.
We
We talked
did?
about that, I think, episode 1. But yeah, you could touch lightly touch
we
on
tend
that.
to have this no new friends and all that stuff. And I don't know. Well, I know a lot of rich people, but it's plenty of people who I don't know yet.
Of course.
And by me not knowing them yet, I have to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know them right now, but in the future, I will know them.
Yeah.
You can't have this mentality where you're stuck on not having new friends or you're stuck on not speaking up and not speaking to strangers. That's foolish.
Mm-hmm. And even that relates back to like even me going to LA, hopefully getting this drive out there. That goes to what you tolerate in life.
Yeah.
People know, like, yo, Kadeem will be about this. Like, that's something Kadeem would want to do. That's right up his alley.
Right.
That's
And they hit
him
you
right
up.
there, and they
Yeah.
hit me up. And that's why I do a lot of crazy stuff. Do a lot of most random stuff.
Yeah,
Everybody always looks at me like, yo, you're doing some random stuff, and that's what it is. It's what I'm tolerating, what I'm
'Cause the
allowing people.
experiences.
Yeah, and
When are you
people
going?
see that, huh?
When are you going?
Sometime in March. So the date is not set.
I'm going to LA in March.
For real? What's
Yeah.
when?
The 9th to the 12th, I believe. It's for business though. Yeah.
You know, what's so funny? I've been to LA 3 times, and I've never been to LA more than a day. I've never stayed
Really?
there overnight.
I've
yeah,
never been.
it's
Well, I've
always
been when I was like really young, but that doesn't count.
doesn't count. Yeah. You don't have the memories. Yeah,
that doesn't count.
it's always been day trips. Like one time
Hmm.
we went there. We went to Santa Monica Pier. We took a tour, and then
What
we
size car
came
is
right
it?
back. You trying to get right? You trying
I mean,
to hop in?
hey.
I don't know. I don't have any information. I'm going out there with the same boy that one of my same
Actually,
friends that we came back with, and
You guys are going like the middle of March, beginning of March.
So I have. He said sometime in March he'll give me more details in about a week or two. So
I didn't buy my ticket yet.
I'm playing it by ear. You want to hop on and go? We'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see.
listen,
When I get more
But
information.
I don't want to wait too long to buy a ticket.
Yeah. Ugh. It's so funny that tickets are so expensive to go to LA and stuff, but it's
Oh, I
so
was
cheap to
gonna-
go to the other side of the world.
Well, I realized that it depends though. It depends on the time you're actually purchasing the ticket.
Uh-huh.
I saw a ticket to California for $2-something.
Huh? For 2 something?
Yeah, but
Yo,
that was for when was that? I was supposed to meet up with him in January. Things happened, so we didn't want to meet up. But yeah, in January it's supposed to be 200. It was 200. It was like 260.
For March.
No, that was for January.
Oh, for January?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
wow.
supposed
You
to
can catch deals like that sometimes. I think the
Yeah, you
average
gotta catch
ticket,
it.
like round trip, is anywhere from 600, and I've seen it up to like 1,300 during holidays and stuff like that. So
Really?
yeah,
That's crazy.
it gets crazy. Yeah, it gets
I'm
really,
going to.
really crazy.
Well, my ticket. I'm waiting for some confirmation before actually booking it. And now that I think about it, no, I can't do that with you
Mhm.
because that job's gonna be how many days?
At least the minimum 4 days.
No, I can't do it.
Minimum, yeah.
'Cause
Minimum
I gotta
4
be
days.
there on before about.
Okay,
9,
yeah.
so
When
I
we
ain't
go
gonna
there,
do
last time we legit didn't plan anything. We just said, "Yo, we'll go here." We know
But
the
those
way.
are the best things.
Yeah, that experience, bro,
Yeah.
was eye-opening experience just to see the rest of the United States.
You
Imagine
gotta
the
be
world.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
You gotta be spontaneous.
That's what it's about.
That's
And
actually why I love being spontaneous.
that's the freedom that you need. Yeah,
seriously.
that
Many people can't do that.
yeah, a lot of people. Yeah. It's the freedom to say, "Yo,
Let's get up
let's
and go.
get up and go." Yeah, that's what I want, a permanent lifestyle of that.
And that's what I was saying too. As of right now, I'm not tolerating that I don't have that freedom yet. So I'm doing the steps that's necessary for me to
Exactly.
get there. I know for a fact that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. I'm just trying to speed it up. And that's one thing why I get angry at myself, because it's plenty of times where I would tolerate me, quote unquote, being tired and getting some sleep. I would tolerate that. I would tolerate me going home early. Plenty of times. I would tolerate that. And again, sometimes you get what you tolerate. So let's say like I would get upset at this week. Not this week, but let's say a week happened and let's say I don't make enough. I will tolerate that. I didn't do the necessary actions for me to make that.
Yeah,
that's what I decided.
That was kind of both of us for last week. Like we
Yeah,
didn't make
yeah.
what we wanted to, or what we usually make last week, and
Right.
we were both upset. But at the same time, we both know we didn't put in the work. Yeah.
but that's one thing too. Sometimes you can, when it comes to money, you can have it where I'm not gonna do this for the short term to focus on the long term. So it also depends on that's tolerance. But if it's okay if you take like a break from doing one thing to focus on the second thing, just make sure that what you're focusing on is going towards your goal.
Your overall goal.
Right.
Exactly. No, I agree 100%. I agree. What else you got planned? That's it?
Atlanta. Oh yeah, that's how
Yeah,
we started
that's
this.
what
Wow. Going to Atlanta. That's it. I got a few meetings and businesses that I'm trying to wrap up.
All right, one thing I want to try next week is I'm actually gonna order an alarm clock. I want to try.
This guy.
I'm gonna.
I wasn't gonna talk about that, but we could talk about that. I was outside for about black people time. I was outside for 30 minutes, banging on his door.
I was knocked. Yo, it's so funny because we're supposed to start. No, I asked him this morning.
O'clock.
Listen, I was up all night working, and I got home at like 8, 9 o'clock this morning. And I was like, yo, I need some rest. And I guess he was banging on my door, ringing my phone and everything like that. And I was just gone. Like, I was in the, that's why you heard my alarm clock go off at the beginning of the episode. Because that's when I set my alarm. That's why it went off.
Where did you get 1 o'clock from?
I could have sworn I texted you 1:30 we're going to start.
It definitely said 12.
12? I don't know.
You asked me what time to be over at your crib. I said 12.
And then I hit you back with a 1:30.
Nah, I know you did.
Like, give me the extra hour and a half. Yeah, I could have sworn I hit you back with that 1:30. Like, let me get the extra 30 minutes. But yeah, but the reason why I wanted to buy an alarm clock is
you definitely did.
I told you, bro. That's why I had my alarm set for like 1:15 or something like that.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
you definitely did.
I want to buy an alarm clock because I want to get out the habit of sleeping with my phone in my room. I want to start putting my phone outside my room because I feel like, okay, so I sleep. A lot of times when I sleep, I'm sleeping during the day when everybody else is up. Mm-hmm. So I'll take a nap like probably like at 11 o'clock in the morning to like 2 or somewhere anywhere from 11 to like 5 o'clock. I'm sleeping. And a lot of people hit me up during those times because that's normal. Everybody's up, right? Yeah. Everybody's up. Everybody there is available. So I'm constantly getting woken up. So that's why I put my phone on Do Not Disturb now and stuff like that. But I even find sometimes, you wake up a little bit in the middle of your sleep, you roll over
and check your phone.
Check my phone. I find myself doing that way too much, and I feel like I'm reading and doing a lot of research that messes up with your sleep cycle and stuff like that. So I want to literally buy an alarm clock and start charging my phone or putting my phone outside my room, because if I'm sleeping, ain't nothing I can do to help anybody. Like, you're just waking me up and ruin my productivity in the long run anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do next week when we talk about it. I'm gonna tell you guys how my alarm clock is going because I'm gonna Amazon Prime that.
But you guys hear that as well. Mm-hmm. People are always hit him up while he's sleeping. And he wakes up and checks his phone. Yeah. So he doesn't want to continue tolerating that.
Exactly.
So what he's going to do to change, he's getting an alarm clock.
Yeah, yep.
Get what you tolerate.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I have to start cutting now because I feel like that's messing with more I read the sleep cycles and stuff like that. Like you have like a 4-hour sleep cycle or something like that. I've been doing my research, bro. I've been looking into it, yo. Because I don't know. I feel like I have I can go days. People know this about me. Like I don't post on social media like I did back in the day, but I'm up. I feel like it's a problem. Like I'm up way too long sometimes.
I don't feel it's a problem.
You don't feel
it's only a problem if you're allowed to be a problem. Like I realize that plenty of people, they tell me things that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that because it's a problem for them. If it's not a problem for me, it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem either, but I don't know. Like I don't think it's a problem or anything. I don't mind it, but it's that time. What I do mind is when I'm finally sleeping and then I'm up every 5 seconds or doing this, doing that. So I want to eliminate that distraction. And I don't really watch TV. I have a couple of shows that I watch religiously every week.
I watch The Flash.
It's just handful. I'm embarrassed to say what I watch. I don't want to say.
What do you watch?
I watch Black Ink Crew every week. That's one thing.
Real quick, right? Before we wrap up.
Yeah.
You know, there's people who get this thing was like, if you watch all these shows, you can't be successful. That's bullshit. If I personally know a millionaire who watches, what's that thing called? The Atlanta Housewives thing.
yeah. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, one of those housewives. Yeah, he watches that every time it comes on. This guy is a multimillionaire. That's a perfect example. It doesn't, like, people always say, oh, you're watching this empire, you could be building your own. That's bullshit too. Like,
you can't work 24/7.
Even the people who swear to work 24/7, you're not working. You're not working.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's not. Yeah, it's not possible.
That shit really irks me, man.
It's not possible. Like you need time to unwind. Like, you'll go crazy.
I realized that. Yeah, I realized that because what I used to do is I used to keep going. And you have to recharge yourself.
Exactly.
You have to recharge your thoughts. You have to recharge your body. You have to recharge everything.
With all the drive in the world, you still need gas.
Yeah, that's real.
That's it right there. That's Big Sean.
That's real. You should actually end it with that. No, you can't end it with that one. But yeah, I mean that's back to what you tolerate. If I want to watch this show because it's entertaining to me, I can watch that show. Yeah, that has nothing to do with my success.
Yeah, that's why millionaires have movie theaters and stuff in their house. You need that time to unwind.
Yeah,
that's why they keep keep certain people around them because they need that time to say like, I need a break from everything I'm working on. Like, you can't constantly work. Even me and H have those days, yo. We're like, yo, we're going to take 3 days and not do anything. I think we did that, like, I forgot when was the last time we did that. But it wasn't recently. When did we do that?
Yeah, but that actually it hurt me more than it
Yeah,
helped me.
it's hard. You see, it's hard to do that because we're pushing towards our goals so hard.
Right.
So we're like, yo, we can't stop working. We can't stop working. We can't stop. And I feel like that's a good thing with like in being in a relationship and stuff. You have somebody like saying, like, yo, you need to, you need to chill a little bit, like relax and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's the big thing is you need a break. Like you. Need
I hope someone emails us because I would like to
he wants to read an email. Somebody.
Not just that, but I would like to cover that topic of a significant other and how important it is to have the right person. Not even just the right person, but have a person. Period.
Yeah.
Because you need that. You need, even if it's
accountability partner.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah. You need that. You need someone to push you because there's plenty of. Also, you have to speak your goals too. Because if you have someone pushing you, when you don't feel like doing it, you're gonna do it because that person's pushing you.
Yep.
That's like me going to the gym. I lie to you not. I may look like I'm motivated to go or I'm hyped up. I'm only hyped up because I'm ready to get this shit done.
Yeah.
Like literally, like I know for a fact that let me knock this hour or two out of my day by going to the gym. That's why I'm hyped. I don't like going to the gym. I really don't. I love what the gym does for me though.
Exactly. Yep. That feeling you feel after. That's with anything. When you get that little bit of success, when you get that little bit of like accomplishment, or you see the results, that's it right there.
All right, we're gonna wrap up though, because I gotta finish making some moves today.
Yeah, that's cool. Plug over our stuff.
Oh yeah, definite. Email
us, please.
We just hit 30 emails. We need 100. Email us. What are we doing? PC@gmail.com.
Yes, guys. I know a lot of people saying I'm gonna email them. Email us. Pick up your phone right now and email us, please.
Yeah, if you have any topics you want to hear us talk about, write it down. If you have any questions you guys want us answered, write it down. If you guys want to say, hey, write it down. Just hit us up and let us know.
Hit our social media too.
Yeah, get ready to say that. All right, follow me on Instagram, HandsomeKelly_. On Snapchat, it's handsome.kelly. And Kadeem, his Instagram is way too irrational. That's also his Snapchat. Yeah,
same thing. Yep. Snapchat, yo, real quick, what do you like about the new Snapchat? You like that?
I'm focusing my best to stay on Snapchat.
It's hard now. It's making it harder and harder.
Yeah, I don't know. He just gave it to Mark. Like, hey, you could just have this.
Yeah, he did. I'm not seeing his vision right now. Hopefully, it's something good. It's making it so hard to like stay in contact with people or look what people are doing.
I don't know how to watch people's snaps.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. Snapchat right now, I don't know.
Really get it.
I see a lot of influencers jump into like, okay, I'm really going to IG now.
But that's because I tolerate it. I can easily go and search how to do it, but I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to. I'm gonna be honest.
That's change. People are not susceptible to change. So once change happens, everybody goes frantic. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting used to the whole new Snapchat thing.
But guys, we're wrapping this up right now. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a 5. If you did not enjoy this episode, give us a 5. That's I don't make the rules. That's just how iTunes does it. So I just follow the rules. Sometimes I break them, but this one I follow. Another thing too, if you guys have any questions, just hit 100 emails. Just hit 100
emails.
We need 150 right now. Yeah. Right? Email us. What are we doing? PC@gmail.com.
Yeah, and share this podcast with a friend. Also, share it with one other person, and let's get it out. Yo, I feel like low key one of my goals is to get like this, like at least top 100 by the end of the year.
You mean high key?
High key, yeah. That's definitely one of my goals. I feel like we can definitely make the growth that we have now. If we keep on multiplying because our numbers did grow even from the first week. Yeah, so yeah, let's make it happen.
All right, guys. Later.
All right, later, guys.